大家好啊！又係輪到我哋而家咧呢個訪問嘅機會咯喎。咁今日咧我哋好開心喎，因為咧我哋嚟到呢一個波蘭領事館嘅book fair 嘅呢個 booth 啦。咁我哋咧就啱啱見到波蘭嘅領事Alex 喺我哋嘅當中喎。咁我哋所以等陣咧會同佢做一個好簡短嘅訪問啦。Hello everyone, today we're very happy because we've met the CG from Poland in Hong Kong, and later on we're going to do a short interview and ask him something about Poland. Hopefully we can learn something more about this beautiful country. So Alex, thank you very much for accepting this short interview. So I'm Odelia, and we're very happy to have you here today. And can you tell us how long you have been in Hong Kong?
Of course. Well, thank you for this possibility of sharing with the viewers and with Hong Kong audience. I have been in Hong Kong for close to 3 years already. So I arrived in 2019 at the end of September. And I must say it wasn't the easiest time to arrive, but both me and my family, we left Hong Kong from the very first day of our being in here for many reasons. Basically, I would say that the thing which struck us as something for us the most important is the possibility of cooperation of different cultures, different religions in one place. The peaceful coexistence of different beliefs, different ways of life, something which Poland was famous for a couple of hundreds of years prior to World War II.
Mm-hmm. So far, what do you think of Hong Kong?
Well, like I said, it's a city full of beauty, but also full of difficult topics, especially in contemporary and socio-economic political context. But the world is full of that kind of contradictions. And what I would say to the people from outside about Hong Kong is that before making any judgment, you should come and see for yourself to actually recognize the different aspects of the economic, social, political strife. You have to know the people in here. You have to see the city for yourself, but not only the city, also the nature and the natural beauty of Hong Kong. And only after that, after this immersion, you can actually try and make your own judgment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, do you do this book fair every year in Hong Kong?
Yeah, we are trying to do this. It was not possible to do this 2 years ago. The book fair was first postponed, then it was postponed again, and finally it was cancelled because of the was it the second or the third wave of COVID back then. But last year it took place, and we have brought this booth together, and this year we are continuing with bringing Polish books, new Polish books, but not only books, also Polish culture, Polish tourism, and also information about the possibilities of studying in Polish universities to Hong Kong audiences.
Wow, studying in Poland, it's very new. So can you tell us more about, this beautiful country, Poland? We heard about Poland all the time, but I'm sure Hong Kong people do not know a lot about this country. So tell us more.
First of all, you are correct to say that Hong Kong people do not know much about Poland, and that is why we are starting usually with the basics. Hence the map of Poland here in the booth as the main part of the decoration, and also the map of Poland in the context of its location in Europe, because we are trying to advertise Poland not as east or west of Europe. We are trying to show to the people of Hong Kong that Poland is in the center of Europe. It's a sort of Hong Kong of Europe, actually, where east meets west. Yes, Hong Kong is a place where east meets west in Asia, and Poland is such a place in Europe. A meeting of cultures, a meeting of different religions, which means that on one hand it is a good place to to meet different people from different walks of life and different backgrounds, but on the other hand, it can be also a difficult place from time to time.
Tell us something about the people's character in Poland.
Okay, so if I were to say what characterizes us the most, I would say that our stubbornness. I mean, if you say to the Polish person not to do something, then you might be pretty sure that he or she will do exactly what was forbidden explicitly to do. Yes, so we are known for that fact that we do not stay down. If they say to us, "Do not speak up, stay down," we never do that. I mean, it may take us like maybe a year, maybe a decade, maybe 123 years, like in the times of dismemberment of Poland in the 19th century, but we always come back.
So what's the weather like in Poland? Which month is the best season to go visit?
Well, it depends on what you like doing. For example, if you like skiing, then winter time is beautiful. Or at least it used to be winter time as White Christmas, as in the famous song. But now it's more like White Easter that we are experiencing due to the climate change. So it's more and more often that snowfalls happen later on in February, March, even sometimes at the beginning of April. But if I were to say what's my personal best time in Poland, I would say it's autumn. It's late September, early October, because the so-called golden Polish autumn is happening then, with beautiful colors and shades of bright colors in the leaves, which are turning red, yellow, orange, and the reflection of sunlight on those leaves. It really brings something to the heart of Polish person, which also reminds you of the music of Chopin.
Ah, okay. So if Hong Kong people want to go visit Poland, do they need to apply for any visa?
No. For the tourism reasons, there is a bilateral agreement between Poland and Hong Kong SAR government, which allows for Polish tourists to visit Hong Kong for up to 3 months without any visa requirement, and the same for the Hong Kong passport holders. They can enter Poland and do the sightseeing around Poland for up to 3 months.
Okay. So earlier you mentioned something about student exchange program. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Poland is a part of the European framework of higher education area, which means that we are a part of the Bologna system with its ECTS, European Credit Transfer System, and that means that we are also a part of a larger family of European universities. That means that if you are accepted into one of those European universities, for example into one of Polish universities, you can do a part of your studies in one of those universities and then the rest in other university. The European Credit Transfer System allows you to do that. The equivalence of the particular courses allows you to complete your course of studies in different universities as well. And we are also a part of European Union exchange programs like the Erasmus Plus program, which lets the people from different countries apply for the place in the universities in Poland and in other countries, member states of the European Union. And as far as the Hong Kong students are concerned, there is a possibility of using the Erasmus Mundus, which is another phase of the Erasmus program dedicated to countries which are non-EU countries. And also there is a scholarship of the Polish government which is dedicated to some of the countries from outside of the EU, and Hong Kong and Macau are named explicitly in that scholarship of the Polish government. It's called Poland My First Choice. But this one is dedicated to the postgraduate students for the MA level.
Okay, so that sounds really, really interesting. So hopefully we are going to promote more of Poland to Hong Kong people, and hopefully more Hong Kong people will go visit Poland. So thank you very much for this short interview.
Thank you for
Alex.
the possibility of talking to you.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.